Welcome to the Sunshine Podcast. This is yours truly, Dora Williams, and I am here with the men segment. Men, we need your voice. Welcome back, men. Welcome back. We are in the month of May, almost halfway through the new year, and guess what? I'm still rooting for you. Yes, I am still rooting for you. Today's podcast is going to be entitled The Sound That Breaks Chains. The Sound That Breaks Chains. And because there is a sound inside a man that doesn't just speak, it shatters, it unlocks, it delivers, it disrupts darkness, it breaks generational cycles, it sets families free, and it opens spiritual prison doors. Yes, this episode is for the man who has never felt trapped, who has ever felt trapped, trapped in silence, trapped in identity, trapped in fear, trapped in pressure, trapped in old patterns. Today we're going to talk about the sound that breaks those chains. I want to first start off by saying every chain has a frequency. Yes, every chain has a frequency. Every chain, whether it be emotionally, mentally, generationally, or spiritual, was forged at a certain frequency. Chains are created through shame, traumatic moments, the lies we believe and tell ourselves, words spoken over us. This is why we have to be careful who we allow to speak into us and over us. Silence we were forced into. Pressure we didn't ask for. Responsibilities we weren't ready for. In the same way chains form through sound, guess what? Chains break through sound. Yes, it does. A worshiping man, a praying man, a speaking man, a declaring man, a man who finds his voice in God is a dangerous man to the kingdom of darkness. Where is my worshiping man today? Where is my praying man? Where is my speaking man? Where is my declaring man? Where is my man who's finding his voice in God? I need you. We need you to step up and step boldly as never before. Because you are a dangerous man to the kingdom of darkness. So come forth and let your light shine ever so bright. Come forth, my worshiping man. Come forth, my praying man. Come forth, my speaking man. Come forth, my declaring man. Come forth, my man who's trying to find your voice in God. Because we need you. We need you. I want to next talk about why the enemy targets a man's voice. Why the enemy targets a man's voice. Let me tell you something right here. If your voice didn't matter, life wouldn't have tried so hard to silence it. I'm going to let you think about that for a second. If your voice didn't matter, life wouldn't have tried so hard to silence your voice. The enemy targets a man's voice because A man's voice carries authority. Yes, it does. His voice commands environments. A man's voice, your voice, carries identity. Your words shape how you see yourself. Yes, it does. Your voice, a man's voice, carries a legacy. Your sound is generational. Oh, yes, it is. A man's voice, your voice, carries spiritual power. Yes, it does. A man, his prayers shift atmospheres. His declarations dismantles darkness. And a man's worship breaks yokes. Oh, yes, it does. A man's voice carries alignment. When a man speaks truth, everything connected to him gets in order. This is why we need your voice, men. This is why your voice is so important. And this is why the enemy tries to silence you. The enemy tries to silence men with depression, anger, isolation, guilt, busyness, emotional numbness, feeling unappreciated and feeling unheard. And because a silent man is a bond man, but a speaking man is a chain breaker. A speaking man is a chain breaker. And we need chains broken. Not in just your lives, but in the lives of your family, in the lives of the community, in the lives of your workplace, the church, your church environment. We need these chains broken. And if you begin to speak, the chains will start falling. I want to talk about when a man speaks from his spirit. A man's voice is most powerful when it is spiritual, not just emotional, but spiritual. Emotion reacts, spirit responds. Emotion complains, spirit declares. Emotion says, why me? Spirit says, not anymore. When a man speaks from his spirit, chains around his mind break. Confusion lifts and clarity comes. When a man speaks from his spirit, chains around his heart break. He learns to feel again, to love again, and to hope again. When a man speaks from his spirit, chains around his family breaks. Yes. Patterns stop with him. Generations after him experience freedom. When a man speaks from his spirit, chains around his purpose breaks. He steps into identity. He activates destiny. Men, I encourage you today, and I want you to know that your spirit knows a sound your past cannot silence. So I need for you today to speak from your spirit. Speak from your spirit so that things can begin to break. Chains can begin to break from your mind, your heart, within your family, and purpose. Step forward and let your voice be heard. I want to talk about the sound of deliverance. There are 4 sounds that break chains off a man. Number 1 is the sound of truth. When a man finally says, I'm not pretending anymore. I need help. I'm tired of carrying this alone. Truth breaks the chains that lies built. So many of you are living in places that lies have built. And those places, those buildings, those things, they need to break. And when you get to that point of saying, I'm not pretending anymore. When you get to that point to say, I need help. When you realize that I need help, I can no longer do this alone. Those places that have been built on the lie begins to fall down. Number 2, the sound of repentance. Not shame, but repentance. A man who says and who can say, I was wrong, I'm growing, I'm changing, shakes hell's foundation. We want to shake hell's foundation by admitting some things and repenting so that growth can take place, so that truth can live within us. Number 3, the sound of prayer. A praying man is dangerous. Oh, yes, he is. His voice shakes atmospheres. His fist never could. Number 4, the sound of surrender. The moment a man says, God, I give you my voice. I give you my life. I give you my direction. That moment, chains fall because you're putting everything in God's hands, trusting Him to lead and guide. And when you allow God to be first, the chains that have been surrounding your life, holding you bound, have to let you go. I want to give you some pointers on how to release your chain breaking sound. This is how a man activates the kind of voice that breaks change. Men, I encourage you, because I know this is hard for y'all, but I encourage you to stop suppressing your pain. What you don't confront controls you. Your voice is the key to your healing. Your voice, men, is the key to your healing. So please, today, let today be the day that you no longer suppress your pain. Let today be the day that you no longer suppress your pain, but you use your voice to receive your healing. Number 2, speak what you want to see. Don't just describe your life, declare your future. Don't describe it, but declare it. Number 3, pray with your reality, not your image. God doesn't respond to the version of you pretend to be. No, 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 no. He responds to the man you are. You are awesome. You are a strong man. You are a victorious man. So pray with your reality. Number 4, speak over your household. Your home is waiting for your voice. Your wife, your children, your mentees need your voice, man. It starts in the home first. Your home is waiting on your voice. Speak stability. Speak peace. Speak purpose. And speak victory. And number 5, let your spirit lead your sound. When your spirit speaks, chains snap. When your flesh speaks, cycles repeat. We living in a day where we can't afford to continue the cycles. We can't afford to let the cycles continue to repeat. Cycles need to be broken. So let your spirit lead so these cycles can come to an end. Men, your voice is a sound that hell cannot silence. You are not voiceless. I need you to hear me today, men. You are not voiceless. You are not powerless. You are not invisible. You are not stuck. Inside of you is a sound that darkness fears. A sound your family needs. A sound your future depends on. A sound heaven responds to. This is a season, man, where you don't just find your voice, but you use it to break chains. Break the chain of silence with your voice. Break the chain of fear with your voice. Break the chain of rejection with your voice. Break the chains of trauma with your voice. Break the chains of loneliness with your voice. Break the chains of generational weight with your voice. Break the chains of spiritual attack with what? Your voice. Yeah, your voice is the key. Your voice is the weapon. Your voice is the sound that sets you free. Men, we need your voice.